All right, YouTube family. Maverick there again. Now, I'm going to say it. See what me that talk about there. You see the after effects of Carnival upon the streets of Uptown Kingston. You see the garbage upon the street. You see the mess that was left there Monday morning for people come out to work and children go to school. Left by the goodly revelers at Carnival. And you see the mess? Now, I want to make the more critical point to what me that tell you say exacerbate me dislike and me hate affair with so-called Carnival. And that is the double standard and the hypocrisy. Now, first of all, as it regards to the rubbish on the streets, dancehall genre and reggae would even get the chance to venture to them space there where the Carnival left the rubbish, much less to left the rubbish up there. But let us fathom, hypothetically, say dancehall did have a big, equivalent parade in the streets of Kingston and left them kind of mess there for the people them good uptown business place. What would the narrative be? How they would have style the vulgar, violent, dirty culture. Yeah? But the place left in a mess after Carnival. And all we hear is they have to look at the issue going forward. And we hear the NSW, what them name, the solid waste people, them, obviously now, them are going to look at it going forward as well. And pair them styles, sweet narrative they are hearing, because it's Carnival. And because it's a certain class of people who are at the backbone and cornerstone of Carnival. But anybody who familiar with this channel knows that one of the things that will hurt me the most, a double standard, and my buzzword, hypocrisy. Now, when me quick to point out, is that dancehall and reggae would not even get the opportunity to venture uptown, much less to go mess up uptown, and there are no stringent repercussions. In fact, it's the narrative me I think about. How soft is the narrative based on how them do the city after Carnival? What would the narrative be? Just stretch your imagination. Can not go up, Because reggae and dancehall now going to get uptown finance up so. They now going to get access to the uptown finance it up so. They now going to get the permits, the relevant permit, to tramples the whole of uptown, the streets, right through the night and stop people from sleep. Police should not come out to them button and start bust head. You understand me? I drape up man of them ways. But anybody we are going to deny that the reality about Jamaica and Carnival vis-a-vis dancehall and reggae, them live in a cave. And them are hypocrite and liar. But the point that I make to the people, when we look on the streets and how the streets were left after Carnival, me have to shake my head and say, this is what we are talking about. It's not just a Maverick personal dislike of the soca beats, That is my thing. See, that is my subjective feeling about the genre. We don't like it. Boom. But the wider point I was making in my initial video, is the way it is. I love reggae and dancehall. Right? So you understand my position. So it is being a fan of reggae and dancehall and seeing the disparity in how one is treated vis-a-vis the other that irks me the most. And this is another perfect example of it. Imagine if I did a dancehall show go up on New Kingston and nasty up New Kingston and left it so. Why you don't hear about the people? Why you don't hear about the people who patronize dancehall event and the people who promote dancehall event and dancehall artists and all them something? You know when we post up the video already about soca on the channel, you know what somebody pass it to me? Them say violence and the norm at every dancehall event. And whenever there is no violence, that is an exception. That's how one of my subscribers, them, or one of my viewers, them are arguing me on the channel saying up people. And I tell the person, say, look, we can't have a conversation with you with a level of bias and ignorance. The person say me I insult them because I say them bias and ignorant. But that person obviously knows nothing about dancehall. We have even a perception that dancehall is characterized by dancehall events, you know, because of that we don't argue about, you know. Dancehall events are characterized by violence majority of the time. And when there is no violence at a dancehall event, that is the exception. Now, that are the kind of perception when I tell you, say, them have a dancehall. Why them say it justified for soca events get cuddled up with kids' love, why dancehall event is snubbed and scoffed at. When me say classism, my friend, them don't like when me use the word classism. Them don't like it, you know. But how you gonna run from a discussion about classism in Jamaica? Every aspect of Jamaica life affected by classism. But it's not one of them topics that people love to talk about. Especially some of the classist people themselves. Remember, say you have different kind of classism, you know. You have color classism, you have money classism, you have education classism, you have where you domicile classism, you have house classism, you have care classism, you have brown classism, you have black classism. Classism in Jamaica come like racism in a foreign, you know. So when the people tell the people, them say, yo, the disparity with which soca is perceived and treated in a Jamaica vis-a-vis dancehall and reggae, it's rife by classism. Eh? Anyway, see the streets, eh? And under the dirty people, them, under the dirty dancehall, violence monger people, them, under them to the streets, so. And the nice, decent, uptown, eh? High IQ, high Q people, them, and them to the streets, so. But a them thing I me that talk about. You see me I say, yeah man, a them something I me that talk about people. Yeah, when me talk about the hypocrisy and the double standard. But we not dare to be honest about them something. We don't have honest discussion about them something in Jamaica, you know. We only have conveniently honest discussions. Honest discussions when the finger point for you or the other person. Them the people who love them, that kind of discussion. It's a Maverick, you don't like this and you don't like that, you don't like the eh? For me, two biggest pet peeve are double standard and hypocrisy. So don't tell me nothing what me don't like. My personal dislike of soca and carnival are just my personal choice. Me not impose it on nobody. I mean, if somebody tell me, say, them don't like dancehall and reggae. Because a whole lot of people don't like dancehall and reggae. Same like how me don't like soca. A whole lot of people don't like dancehall and reggae. And there's another part to it what we never mentioned to you. The fact says soca is a foreign music. Dancehall and reggae, I mean indigenous music. Me don't see why. Me feel uneasy. If you know say Jamaicans start embrace a foreign music at the expense basically, you know, of the indigenous music. That just rub me wrong. Where you cuss me about that, say? Eh? Cuss me, man. Go and cuss me. Make your comments. You see, make your comments in the comment section. But me I go dismiss it as nonsense if me think of nonsense, because that's how my mother grew me. My mother grew me for call nonsense, you know. Mommy tell me say when she attack nonsense. If a nonsense, me fi call it out. So when you talk your nonsense in the comment section and me say nonsense, don't say me I attack you. Me not attack you. Me I call you out. Maverick out.